attribute your survival to?
Stupidity.
Stupidity.
Maybe if I was smart, I would have told him to go to hell with his mother, with his goddamn sister, with his goddamn brother, and I would have walked away. But then I wouldn't have had her.
You wouldn't have your kids.
I
What
wouldn't.
if you could, when you're looking down on all three of them from heaven, what do you just hope and wish for your children when you're gone?
They should have a better life than I did.
Well, I think they all would say that.
Well,
they do.
I'm very lucky that Deborah didn't get married. Any man marrying her would have walked all over her because she's very good-natured. She goes along with everything. Harvey is Harvey sticks up for himself. He's got a temper, but he's very smart.
Mm-hmm.
There are things I could turn to him. He was smarter than his father in many aspects. He understood technology. His father used to refer to him when they try to put together machinery or something.
Mm-hmm.
He could understand technicalities, he could understand, I don't know if he was as good a dentist as his father, and I wouldn't dream of comparing anybody, because I don't know how.
Mm-hmm.
But after his father died, I had a lot of work to be done up there. I sat in Harvey's chair, he pulled teeth, he put in teeth, he rearranged teeth, he did anything he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
If it hurt, I kept it to myself. He said, "You're not hollering?" I said, "If I'll holler, you'll make it." No, it's all right. Barbara was her father's love.
Mm-hmm.
When Barbara was born, my mother used to say, one day he's going to get up in the sky and pull down the stars and give it to her. He couldn't take enough pictures of her. He couldn't, and yet he didn't like carrying her.
Mm-hmm.
Never changed a diaper, God forbid. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, there has to be a God in heaven that let me survive what I would call really a very mediocre marriage.
Mm-hmm.
In some instances, a lousy one.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the drop of his hat, he ran to his goddamn mother. And in the drop of two hats, he ran to his goddamn sister.
Mm.
His sister had polio when she was a child, and she married a polio guy, and there was plenty of money. So she bought, in the other part of Brooklyn, a nicer part of Brooklyn, she bought a store that sold toys and cards. And in the back of the store was a small apartment. So you couldn't walk steps, so it was all in one level. So it had a small kitchen, it had a set apart where you could put up a bed, and there was, I think, a couch or something. They bought the store. They should have invested at least $5,000 and it painted and cleaned. It was dirty, and they moved in. And I went on Saturdays to help them sell toys. I used to clean the shelves. One Saturday, she says to me thusly, "I think it would be a good idea if you scrubbed my kitchen floor." She was not kidding.
She didn't know who she was asking either.
It had 5 years of dirt on it. I says, "What, are you kidding me?" I said, get a company with a scrubbing brush and scrub the goddamn floor. I'm not scrubbing floors for you. Who the hell do you think you are? And I turned around and I went home. A couple of days later, I get a letter in the mail from her.
Mm.
How nasty I am, how uncaring I am, that her brother married a rotten person that wouldn't help her, and on and on. And pasted onto the top of the letter was a little package. And when I opened it, she inserted a razor. I should kill myself.
Hmm.
Yeah. And I stupidly didn't save it. He never believed me.
Mm.
But I got back at her. Years later, we fixed up the house, and I had some dinner parties, the whole thing. So one day he says to me thusly, he says, "My sister would like to come to the house to visit." I said, "Okay. I'll even make a meal for her. But tell her from me that when I put up with her filthy mouth, and her house, she will now listen to me, and I have plenty to say." She never came. She was afraid of me.
Of course she was.
Because she knew when I opened my mouth, she would shrivel down to a nothing.
Mm.
A bitch on wheels. I finally buried her.
Mm.
She finally died.